Have you ever wondered what mysteries lie beneath the surface of our vast oceans? We're about to embark on an exciting journey, exploring the unknown depths of our planet's most formidable frontier. The deep sea, a world shrouded in darkness and mystery, remains largely uncharted territory. Despite our technological advancements, we've only scratched the surface of what lies beneath. It's an alien world, home to countless curiosities and phenomena that defy our understanding of life as we know it. We're talking about a realm that makes up more than 2/3 of our planet's living space, yet it's a place we know less about than the surface of the moon. Imagine the untold stories, the unseen creatures, and the undiscovered wonders that await us. As we prepare to unveil these deep-sea mysteries, brace yourself for surprises, thrills, and a newfound appreciation for our blue planet. Join us as we delve into the depths of the ocean to uncover 10 intriguing curiosities about the deep sea. Imagine experiencing the weight of 50 jumbo jets pressing down on you. This is the reality for creatures in the deep sea, where the pressure is immense. That's because for every 1,000 feet you go down, the pressure increases by about 400 pounds per square inch. Now let's put that in perspective. At sea level, the pressure is about 15 pounds per square inch, which we're built to withstand. But dive 1,000 feet under the sea, and you're contending with an additional 400 pounds per square inch. That's like having a small car pressing down on every inch of your body. But here's the marvel. Deep-sea creatures thrive in these conditions. They have evolved to withstand this crushing pressure. Their bodies are flexible and lack the air spaces that would be compressed under such pressure like our lungs would be. The deep-sea creatures have evolved to withstand these crushing pressures, a testament to the resilience of life. What if your world was shrouded in complete darkness? Imagine a world where the sun never rises. This is the reality in the deep sea. Sunlight can't penetrate more than 1,000 meters underwater, plunging the deep ocean into eternal darkness. But life still thrives here, in ways that leave us in awe. Creatures of the deep sea have adapted to this darkness in incredible ways. They've evolved to use bioluminescence, a fascinating natural phenomenon where light is produced and emitted by a living organism. This light is used to attract prey, deter predators, and even communicate. Some deep-sea creatures have developed highly sensitive eyes and antennae to navigate this dark world. Others use sonar-like systems, similar to bats, to find their way around. They've turned what might seem like a hindrance into a survival tool. In the deep sea, darkness is not an obstacle but a way of life. The inhabitants of this mysterious world remind us that life is incredibly resilient and endlessly surprising. You don't need to look to outer space to find alien life forms. Deep within the ocean's abyss, a world teeming with life unlike any other unfolds. Incredible creatures that seem to be plucked straight from science fiction reside here. Take the anglerfish, for example, a creature with a self-generated light dangling from its forehead, luring unsuspecting prey in the darkness. Then there's the vampire squid, a creature that can turn itself inside out to deter predators. Its name, derived from its dark webbed tentacles, paints a picture of a creature that belongs more in a horror movie than in our oceans. And let's not forget the blobfish, a gelatinous, barely muscular creature that withstands the intense pressure of the deep sea by being mostly water itself. These sea creatures have adapted in extraordinary ways to survive in an environment that is harsher and more alien than most places on Earth. The deep sea is home to some of the most alien-like creatures on our planet. Imagine living in a world where silence is the norm. Now, let's plunge into the deep sea, a realm where quietness reigns supreme. Unlike our world, filled with a cacophony of sounds, the underwater realm is a symphony of silence. This silence, however, is not void of sound, it is a different kind of sound. One that travels differently than what we're accustomed to. In the depths of the ocean, sound waves move 4 times faster than they do in the air. This phenomenon can make the vast ocean seem eerily quiet. But listen closely, and you'll hear the subtle whispers of the sea, the low-frequency hum of a distant whale, the faint echo of a far-off submarine, all reverberating through the deep blue. These sounds, soft as they may be, are crucial for life underwater. Creatures of the deep rely on these faint whispers for communication, navigation, and survival. In the deep sea, silence truly is golden. Can you imagine living in temperatures close to freezing point all year round? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? But for the creatures of the deep sea, this icy existence is just another day in the life. The deep sea is a realm of perpetual cold with temperatures often hovering around 2 degrees Celsius. That's colder than the inside of your refrigerator. This frigid environment is home to a myriad of marine animals that have evolved remarkable adaptations to survive the cold. Creatures such as the Antarctic toothfish have developed antifreeze proteins to keep their blood flowing. Others, like the deep-sea squid, use a form of biological antifreeze to prevent ice crystals from forming in their bodies. These adaptations allow life to thrive in conditions that would freeze most creatures solid. The deep sea is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life on our planet, proving that even in the coldest, darkest corners of the world, life can and will find a way. Life in the deep sea is a constant battle against the cold. Did you know the highest mountains and deepest valleys are not on land, but underwater? Just imagine, beneath the surface of the ocean, there exists a world of towering peaks and expansive valleys, all hidden from the naked eye. It's a world that rivals the majesty of our terrestrial landscapes. Underwater mountains, also known as seamounts, rise thousands of feet from the ocean floor. These submerged giants, often volcanic in origin, are teeming with life, forming unique ecosystems in the heart of the deep sea. And then we have the valleys, the abyssal plains and trenches, the deepest of which is the Mariana Trench. Nestled in the western Pacific, it plunges about 7 miles below the ocean's surface. These underwater features shape the flow of currents, influence the climate, and even affect the distribution of marine life. So, the next time you marvel at a mountain or valley, remember, there's an unseen world beneath the waves. The landscape of the deep sea is as varied and fascinating as that on land. Could the deep sea be the pharmacy of the future? It's a question that's captivated scientists and researchers for years. The deep sea is a mysterious place, teeming with life forms that have adapted to thrive in extreme conditions. These adaptations often come in the form of unique biochemical compounds, some of which have shown promising potential in the development of new medicines and treatments. Imagine, for instance, a sponge that lives in the deepest parts of the ocean. It produces a compound that could potentially treat certain types of cancer. Or consider the venom of a cone snail, which is being studied for its potential in pain management. The examples are endless, and they're just the tip of the iceberg. As we continue to explore the deep sea, we're not just discovering new species, but also unlocking a treasure trove of potential medical breakthroughs. So, who knows? The deep sea might hold the key to the next medical breakthrough. How does the deep sea influence the climate on Earth? Now there's a question that might have you scratching your head, but the answer is quite significantly. The deep sea, with its vast expanse and depth, is like a massive storage unit for heat and carbon dioxide. This is due to a process called thermohaline circulation, a conveyor belt of sorts that moves warm surface water to the deep sea and brings cold, nutrient-rich water up. It's like the Earth's own air conditioning system, helping to regulate our planet's climate by redistributing heat and storing massive amounts of carbon. This makes the deep sea a crucial area of study for climate change research. Understanding the deep sea's role in climate regulation can help us predict future climate scenarios and devise strategies to mitigate the effects of climate change. So the next time you think about the deep sea, remember this. The deep sea, while remote and inaccessible, plays a crucial role in our global climate. Did you know the deep sea is not as quiet and inactive as we think? In fact, it's home to the Earth's most active volcanoes, hidden deep beneath the ocean's surface. These underwater volcanoes and the hydrothermal vents they create are not only a spectacle of natural power, but also the source of life for some of the most unique ecosystems on our planet. Imagine a world where sunlight never reaches, yet life abounds in vibrant communities. These ecosystems thrive in pitch-black darkness, with organisms deriving energy from chemicals spewed by hydrothermal vents, a process known as chemosynthesis. It's a stark contrast to the photosynthesis we're familiar with, yet it sustains a rich diversity of life, from tube worms to yeti crabs. These underwater volcanoes and their accompanying vents are not just geological wonders, but also biological hotspots, challenging our understanding of life's adaptability. The deep sea is a dynamic and active world, full of surprises. What if I told you there's a continent made entirely of plastic in the Pacific Ocean? Yes, it's a startling reality. Known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, it's a swirling vortex of plastic debris, brought together by the ocean's currents, occupying an area twice the size of Texas. This plastic invasion is a stark reminder of the impact of human activities on the deep sea. From our disposable lifestyle, millions of tons of plastic waste find their way into the ocean each year, posing a severe threat to marine life and ecosystems. Creatures mistake plastic for food, leading to fatal consequences. The plastic debris also disrupts the natural flow of the ocean's currents, affecting climate and weather patterns. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are initiatives underway to clean up the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and each of us can contribute by reducing, reusing, and recycling. The deep sea is not immune to human impact. It's high time we take responsibility for protecting this mysterious world. So, there you have it, 10 intriguing curiosities about the deep sea. We dove into the intense pressure that can crush a submarine like an aluminum can. We explored the darkness, a world where sunlight never penetrates, and where creatures glow with their own light. We met alien-like life forms that defy our understanding of survival in a world of silence, broken only by the rumbling of underwater earthquakes and the songs of whales. We shivered in the intense cold that freezes everything but the most resilient. We climbed underwater mountains and descended into deep-sea valleys larger than the Grand Canyon. We discovered the ocean's pharmacy, full of potential cures for human diseases. We learned about the ocean's critical role in our planet's climate. We marveled at underwater volcanoes and hydrothermal vents, and we confronted the reality of human impact, represented by the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The deep sea, a world of darkness, pressure, and cold, is also a world of wonder, full of life and mysteries waiting to be discovered.